toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Utah State's offense will start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. Oh, what a cut! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. He'll keep it himself. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So the Washington State Cougars offense has the ball for the first time. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc. Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to pass, it's Casey. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at
a shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unleashes one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. Connection to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Beebe. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Under fire. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The give to the back. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuck. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. And down he goes back at the 3. And here comes the punt team.
Number 15, on to kick it away.
Corrals it at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Makes him talk to the hand. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Fires downfield. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Finds him out of the backfield. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Going for 6. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. To the air, it's Casey. Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's 3rd down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice. Touchdown, Cougar! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Running into the open space. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quick completion on the out route. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They just keep firing. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the grab. It's Washington. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Back to throw. It's Casey. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's caught. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Washington State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the catch. It's Washington. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Beebe. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Fires into the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Smashes it between the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half.
Washington State 21, Utah State 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Washington State lines up quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Casey. Using his legs to buy some time. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking.
He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Wazoo! And the route is on. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Immediately fires to the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The run from the shotgun. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Wants to bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Casey. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's open on the right. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll leave it with the lone back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Working that left side now. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Line gets set, first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed behind the line. It's Westbrook. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Cougars want to crank the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, and just get it.
There he goes. Inside the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. To the air, it's Casey. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And he'll be brought down. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the ball dribbles out of bounds, and they'll maintain possession, but that's about the only good news for the offense on that play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Breaks into the open.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback has taken notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Casey. Makes the grab. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Sets up the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Washington State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Off the bootleg and rolling out. They're working that left side. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Back to throw, it's Casey. Now improvising. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Aggies! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Washington State going quickly. On 30 short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps that clock up there?
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Reads it, fires complete.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fights off the defender. Didn't get much done on that, Brian. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.